Girl.
Were you thinking what I'm thinking about this movie, The Menu?
Yeah, you're never going to look at s'mores the same again.
I shouldn't be laughing at that, but...
Just saying.
Oh, no. Okay, we're about to talk about The Menu, which is currently in theaters.
Yeah.
Super interesting movie. Let's talk about who's in it first, because this movie went off the rails quite a bit, and I did not expect it. Let's talk about who's in it first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have Ralph Fiennes as Chef Slowick.
He's this big time chef, like Gordon Ramsay and all that. People look up to him. If you get reservations at his restaurant, you feel so elite. $1,200 a pop, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right.
On a private island.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy. She plays Margot. Mm-hmm. You remember her from The Queen's Gambit.
I remember her from quite a
Netflix.
few movies. Yep.
Yeah.
She's getting out there a lot more. And she's good. She's very
Nicholas Hoult plays Tyler. He's her date. I always remember him from Warm Bodies. The man's been in tons of stuff. But my first go back to is Warm Bodies and also Skins. Did you ever see Skins?
Nope. Mm-mm.
I had like this phase because also they were good shows. But I was watching a lot of British TV shows.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They keep it real.
They're very slow though, I find, for some reason.
But this was good.
They get into it
This
good,
had many seasons and it grabbed me. I was like, what?
Okay.
These kids are doing what?
Was it sci-fi?
Mm-mm. It's just real life kids just
Drama
wilding
stuff.
out. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he was in that. Lots of stars from that.
Okay.
If you watch it, you'll be like, oh, that's so yeah, from little
knowing their face, known by face.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like Kayla Scolodario. I don't think you know her by name, and I can't think of what she was in right this second, but she was in Skins. Like a lot of people from Skins.
I watch Law and Order a lot, especially all the older versions, and I see so many people on there that are big time stars now.
Yep.
Multiple people. I even see people that were on Law and Order like 10, 15 years ago, because I pulled up like when they first started and I've been watching every season.
Yep.
And you'll see like somebody who's like the DA now. I'm like, wait a minute, 10 years ago he was the criminal in this episode. They actually put him as but people don't remember because a lot of people haven't seen all of them.
Yep.
But I see so many people on there that blow up from Law and Order.
Yep.
Way to go, Dick Wolf. You got a treasure right there. Okay.
All right. Well, Hong Chow played Elsa, and
she was a woo.
She didn't take no mess.
Saucy fire little thing, boy.
Yeah. You will not take my job.
No, she wasn't playing. Woo. Okay.
John Leguizamo. He's also in Violent Night, which we're reviewing.
2 movies out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Jonathan Majors both about to have a couple movies out at the same time.
Yep.
Y'all
it's like
doing
sometimes you don't see somebody for a while. Like I hadn't seen John for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like every time I turn around, there he is. But good for him.
He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep.
He was credited as movie star.
The movie star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His character actually has a name, but he's credited as movie star.
Yeah, and that's what got him at this invitation. So we'll go to it later.
Judith Light. She plays Anne.
From Who's the Boss?
Who's the Boss?
Yeah. I just seen her in some kind of anthology.
Like
I want to say it was Cabinets of Curiosities, but she was in one of these anthologies, and she was playing a role where, she wanted to go to this elite plastic surgeon place and make her look much younger, and it just went all weird and wrong. But anyway, I'm happy to see her back. I like her. She's a very likable person.
I was really happy to see her back, too, when she came on the screen. I was like, oh,
hey, Judith
okay.
Light. She's been on Law and Order.
I'm sure.
I'm like, I'm
That's
telling
like a rite
you.
of passage for actors.
The show was good. Okay.
And her husband is played by Reed Birney. He plays Richard. And he was in one of the movies I really liked, The Hunt.
Oh, I love The Hunt. That movie was off the chain. I like that movie. Yeah. I remember. Another good movie if you haven't, The Hunt.
Yeah, The Hunt.
I think we reviewed
Check
that.
it out.
We reviewed that at some point.
did.
So yes, you can check it out. You can check our page out.
If you like some violence and action and stuff.
And some stuff that'll give you a little bit of a twist.
Yeah,
that was it.
That was it.
All right, so what's going on in the menu? Because you're telling people you're never going to look at s'mores the same way again. What's going on in this movie?
These people are invited to this island to a private restaurant. They paid $1,200 each to go to this, to have the meal of their life. And he specifically curated the guest list and the menu.
Curated.
For these people. Yeah. Then they get there and how should we say?
Something throws his plan off a little bit because somebody shows up that was not expected.
Yes.
Okay. Now this chef, it's kind of the fame and the glory of all the, elite chefs all around. So people think that when they eat here with him, it makes them feel very hoity-toity.
Yeah.
Except, you're not eating. Like, some of the stuff he would serve as a dish.
Yeah.
Like I said, everything is very meticulous when they get there. First of all, you had to get there by boat, right?
In between every meal,
and everybody just stops, and he's just like the god of the kitchen. But the stuff he's serving, I'm like, that's not even an appetizer.
Mm-mm.
At one point, did they eat? It was either oysters or caviar. I don't know, but it was like this big, and then there's a leaf.
Yes.
Here's a little leaf on your plate, and here's a little drip of I don't know what.
And the no bread.
Yeah, we're like, what? Who is? You guys pay $1,200 here.
Yep.
To eat some leaves and some sauce just so you can feel rich.
No, it's also because they're gonna F around and find out what's really gonna happen.
They're not. The dessert is going to be quite the surprise. So he's serving up all these courses.
Some of the meals are
dessert,
quite a surprise.
The dessert is actually not going to be toity at all. It's actually.
If you like a good story with a twist, and you.
This movie is a
like
trip,
a little
okay?
Violence in your movie.
It's a trip. Like when I seen the previews, I actually thought it was going to be. I seen some blood on the guy's face in the preview. So I'm thinking it was like a crazy chef. Just, maybe slapping people and doing stuff like that. Not what the movie was about.
Or I thought it was going to be like some cannibalism, like he was going to eat all the people.
Flesh.
I'm sorry if I just gave that away to y'all. That's not what happened.
No, it's not. But that's what I'm saying. When you look at the previews, that's what I'm thinking. It was just a chef going rogue, just acting crazy. But it wasn't. And when you find out what it is, you're going to be like, what?
Yep.
I'm not looking at any of those dishes the same anymore after what he did. The final plate.
I'm like Margot. I wouldn't have ate all that stuff anyway. I'd have ate what she ate.
Yeah, but then so Margot is the one that came with the date that actually paid her to come, right? So she's kind of like an escort. Let's just be real.
So
she knew one of the guys there.
I mean, I guess she's not giving away that much.
No,
she wasn't supposed to be there, which frustrated
she wasn't, right.
Everybody, the chef and the number one, the person that's taking care of the restaurant, Elsa.
And the thing is, people are feeling like they're super privileged, because they're rich and they get to eat at this restaurant that you're going to get there by boat and all of that stuff. But y'all don't know that he purposely handpicked y'all because he don't like you. And there are reasons why he doesn't like you. So you're not going to feel very special. I mean, you might towards the end.
You are like leaning on giving something away.
I'm just saying.
You.
I'm not.
You need to stop giving.
That wasn't a giveaway. It was a giveaway. Okay. So let's talk about some fun facts about the show. About this interesting menu.
Screenwriter Will Tracy came up with the idea of the story while on his honeymoon in Bergen, Norway, when he took a boat to a fancy restaurant on a nearby private island and realized they were stuck or trapped on the island until the meal was done.
Hold up. That was true? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Based on realism.
Alrighty.
The lavish food layouts were prepared by renowned French chef Dominique Crenn, the only female chef in the United States to attain 3 Michelin stars for her restaurant Atelier Crenn in San Francisco as of 2016.
Hey, girl.
Though many of the cast and crew were often tempted to taste the delicacies between takes, they had to be reminded that the food items were predominantly props and thus inedible.
I think they'd have been inedible even if they were real food.
I know, right?
It was like, would you eat a little leaf with a little sauce? I'm sitting here like, what is this man serving? Where are the steaks? Where is the prime rib? Where are the tomahawks?
Right.
Where are the bacon wrapped salmon or whatever? What is this man serving? Because as the movie goes on, they're talking about stuff, but that's not what he's serving. And I'm just getting hungry. And he's serving them these little, now I'm getting hungrier. Because now I'm feeling hungry for them. And it's not making sense. Like, what is
it's like that? I'm getting pissed off because you just teasing me with food. You got everything in that kitchen, and you already said I have everything that you want in the kitchen.
Literally,
then make me some real food.
Literally, how about that? Did you see his spice rack? His spice rack was insane. It's like when you go down in somebody's cellar and they have the whole wine and all that. His spices were unbelievable. So he literally had everything. You could request anything,
all the veggies,
and it's there.
Everything.
But he wasn't feeding them. He said first of all, this guy is full of himself. I think he has a God complex. and probably a little bit of mental illness in there, because there's
Of
something wrong
course.
with this dude.
There's something wrong with
His
him, yes.
ego is way off the charts here. So he picked all these people to come to his restaurant. They thinking they're all special. And all we're saying is, if you eat s'mores, you may not after you watch the show.
I think it's kind of like some stars say, oh, well, I don't want to. Okay.
It's so
I
hard.
think that
It's so
sometimes
hard
you
sometimes
feel
not
like
to spoil
you've
it.
reached the top. It's like, what else can you do?
Yeah.
I'm kind of bored with this. I've done it all. So then he decides, I'm going to make myself happy and get back at these people that
he
tick me
can't
off.
stand. And the reasons that he doesn't like some of them, you're going to laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty funny. There's some funny stuff in here, but this is by all means gore galore. I liked it.
Yeah.
So if you're queasy, you're going to get hungry watching it, but this is very different. A very different type of movie. And I like when I get something that's a little bit different, that's got a little different twist to it.
Yeah.
This one was...
Me too.
I really, really enjoyed this one.
Well, in 2019, Emma Stone was going to play the character that's played by Anya Taylor-Joy.
I think she could have done it. I think Emma Stone could have done it. It wouldn't have been a disappointment. Wow.
I think so too. It's just you just have to see it, because we try not to give away spoilers. We should probably do a podcast where we can just give away all the spoilers and talk about it.
Let people know if you're listening. We already saying we're going to talk about the movie in itself.
Yeah.
I like to do that maybe a week after the movie come out, give people time to see it so they can kind of that one.
Well, I mean, if it's a podcast, they don't have to listen to it right then. They can wait till they see it, or they can listen to it before.
Right. Yo, yeah.
Because I would really love to just really dig into this and tell y'all what happened.
I know. I want to talk about
y'all
it so
gonna
bad,
have
but
to see it.
We can't tell you too much because then we'll ruin it for you. We don't want to ruin it for you.
No, we don't.
So with me, I'm going with a strong 3.5 clappers on this one. What about you?
I'm gonna go with a strong 3.5 as well. I was like 3.5 or 4.
Leaning a little bit.
I'll do 3.5. There is one character that was smoking, and remember, Nicholas Hoult told Anya Taylor-Joy, he's like, "Don't smoke because you'll ruin your taste buds, your palate."
I'm like,
but the food critic lady was smoking. Remember that?
Oh, the one. Oh, yeah. The one he was not happy with.
So what kind of critic
reviews
is she? If she's smoking, she's.
But see, that's what he said. That's what Mr. God Complex said.
Everything is so delicious.
Some people can smoke and not ruin their palate, but
I can't believe that I'm here. You're not gonna eat that?
And you're like, what is it? A twig?
Uh-huh.
What am I supposed to eat?
He was so pissed, the chef, that she was not eating. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" Like,
I want a steak or something up in this piece.
She's like, "You're really not gonna eat this?" "No, I'm not."
Because it looked like something you picked off the tree outside. Mm-hmm. Trust me, you can go and pay full price for this and you won't regret it. Go to the movies to see it. I don't know how long it's going to be there. It's been up for quite a few weeks now. Yeah. It'll probably be a while before it comes out because the movie is actually really good. But fantastic date movie. If you both don't mind gore, a little bit of violence and gore, I think this will be a fun date movie.
Yeah, because there's some humor mixed in too.
Yeah, a little bit. We got John Leguizamo, so of course he puts his stuff in here. He's quite the funny character. But yeah, go ahead and check out the menu. It's at theaters now. Uh-huh. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Cash App. Also, we are on the FearCon Network. How do you get to the FearCon Network, you ask? Well, you go to Connect to Your City. You'll click on the FearCon tab, and there you will see our content of horror and thrillers and all kind of fun stuff for you to get into. And don't forget, we take requests. If there's something you want to see, let us know. We'll do it for you, shout you out on the show, all right? Well, thank you for tuning in to our review of The Menu. We'll see you soon.
She's a poet, and she didn't even know it.
Bye.
Bye.